You guys know who it is. It's your favorite man, Mr. Tyreek Rans, back to you guys with another video. I'm not going to keep you guys waiting, but first, like, comment, and subscribe. Really would appreciate it. And yeah, let's get this thing going. But today, I want to talk to y'all about something. Talk about money, more specifically about being rich. Now, I know a lot of people say money can't buy you happiness. Now, there is some truth in that, but I also think people are bullshitting you. And what do I mean by that is I've never heard someone say, I don't want to be rich, right? Like, who doesn't want to be rich? Who doesn't want to make us have a shit ton of money, right? Like, I think that everyone wants to be financially well off. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at all these people nowadays that are going viral, a lot of them wanted to just have a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real here. Like, who doesn't? Like, the Boom family. I mean, if you guys are familiar with the Boom family, the people that go boom. I watched a video recently of Big AJ, Big Boom AJ, and he even said, I had a regular job. I was providing for my family or whatnot. He had a pretty substantial, pretty decent job, making like six figures, like $100,000 a year. And he's like a 46-year-old, just average American, doing pretty well for himself, nothing crazy. And he was making videos, with his family originally, and then he started the whole Boom thing with the rest of his family, and it took off. And now he's making well more than that, like $1 million, millions and millions of dollars. And now he has sponsorships and all these other things. And he's even said, like, it's been a blessing because he's seen the other part of life now. Like, he has opportunities and things that wouldn't have necessarily came to him with just the way he had his life before. You know, back then he was saying that, he had to work a lot. So, you're sacrificing family time and things that you would like to do, but you can't because you have to go to work every day. And that's the real truth. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I would love to be rich. Who wouldn't? But at the same time, I understand that not everyone's going to be rich. That's just a fact of life, right? Like, it's just, I'm just being truthful, right? Like, I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. Like, I would love to be rich. Like, like, going to a job every day. I'm not saying some people don't love their jobs. There's a lot of people that love their jobs. There's a lot of people that wake up and they're passionate. There's people who want to grow up to be a teacher and they do that. There's people that grow up and want to be an astronaut. They do that. There's people that want to grow up and be, a doctor and take care of the world and help sick people. And they have fulfillment, right? But those only really make up like 1 or 2 or 3% of the population of people who actually work. Most of the other people that work, the other 97%, they just do a job that pays the bills. They're not necessarily passionate about it, or they do a job that they're like, it's okay. And it provides and it gets you, stability and it provides for your family and you do that. It basically, life has taught most of us, the 97% of us that are in that other category, that we have to really get a job, provide for our family, and if we are lucky, we can retire at 65 or 70 and then live our final years, if we live that long, of course, live our final years and basically finally have the freedom to really indulge and just be able to spend all our time with our family or spend all our time hanging out with our friends or go and take trips on places we wanted to go and going places that we never got to see because we were always working, doing all these things during the prime of our lives. And life shouldn't be that way. I think life shouldn't be that way, but unfortunately it is. You know what I mean? Like, and when you're in a position where, you're like the Rizzler and all these people, yes, I'm not saying they don't still put in work. I'm not saying that they don't put in work. They don't deserve to be where they're at because they do. They found something that worked. They found something that got a lot of audience, a big audience, and it worked. And now they're profiting on it. And I love people who are just average and they blow up. You know what I mean? Because now they're able to do all these things, like I said before, that they wouldn't be able to do. And the thing is, really, now they're young enough, like the RZA, for example. He's like 10 or 11 or 12 years old. He's never going to work at a McDonald's. He's probably never going to, have to really worry about college per se, as long as he's able to maintain his aura, his presence, and know how to market himself. He's probably going to be set for life. So him growing up 20, 30, 40 years, he's not going to have the average lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like, he's probably going to be able to go on a lot of vacations, probably try the best cuisine, probably see the greatest people, like, all these famous people, you know what I mean? And he's going to have a different perspective of life, you know what I mean? And that's the beauty of it. Like, there's a lot of other people that work their asses off and they provide for the family, They destroy their bodies, physically demanding wear and tear jobs, mentally demanding computer jobs, destroy themselves for that 15 years at the end of your life that you may or may not get, you know? And that's just the reality that being rich comes with. Like, you have that perk of being able to be like, you know, like The Rock, for example. Sure, does he make movies? Sure, does he do other ventures and still explain? Of course, the grind never stops. But if he wanted to say, screw all this, right, and just spend the rest of his time with his family, go on all the vacations, he has well more than enough money to do that, right? He could literally go to China, Japan, anywhere in the world he wants, buy the best cuisine, stay in the greatest hotels, buy any car he wants. He doesn't have to work a day in his life if he doesn't want to. You know what I mean? He could do whatever and just spend it on his loved ones. And I think that's really the goal for all of us, is to be able to be in that kind of position. You know, I don't think we were designed to work jobs that we hate. I know that's cliche, but we are forced to because we have responsibilities, and that's just the sad reality as an adult. But that's why I'm saying anybody that says they don't want to be rich have either A, convinced themselves of that because they feel like they never can do it, or B, they want to be rich, but they just don't know how to. And that's just the cold hard truth, and like I said, just seeing all these people that are blowing up 2024, they're not overly talented. The Big Boom family isn't overly talented. The Rizzler isn't overly talented. All due respect, they found something that worked. And now they're able to launch it into other things. And I think you don't gotta be the most creative, the biggest, smartest dude in the world. But if you can find something and take it to the next level and secure your family, then why not, right? And I think really, me, you watching, and pretty much everyone wants that. Everyone really wants to have, security and not having to worry about if I'm going to have a job the next day or not, or am I going to be able to put food on the table for my family. I think everybody wants to be comfortable just saying, hey, I got my family. I don't need to stress about working or anything like that. I just want to live my life and enjoy it because we only got one life to live. So that's my take on being rich. I think that everyone should strive to be. Because like I said, I think that it's not just about just dollars. It's really just having that time that to be able to spend it with other people and not having that burden of always physically leaving. Um, when you have money like that, you don't really need to spend so much time away from your family and friends because you already have it to secure them. So, with that being said, guys, that's just my real take. Um, and you may like it or dislike it or disagree with me, and that's fine. We all have our own opinions. But until the next video, this has been your boy Tyreek Rants. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.